Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday. It's 3:57 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym. Mine was just racing really hard this morning. I couldn't really focus on one thing. The good thing is though, I tried to conjure up something negative, right? I tried to bring up something that may have created a problem, maybe a bill, maybe a deal that's going on, something that I could possibly dwell on. And the good thing is my mind was unable to dwell on anything negative. The kind of odd thing is it wasn't able to focus on anything either. Yesterday, as I was driving, I was coming home, or I was on my way maybe to an appointment or something, and I started thinking about what it meant to stress about problems, what it meant to literally worry about problems every day. And the fact of the matter is there's two things you can do. You can worry about whatever it is that ails you, or you can not worry about it. Now, I think everybody will say that they've worried about a problem at one point in time or another. And then I can actually say that I've given up worrying about it. And I've given up to the point where my wife starts thinking that I've lost my damn mind and am acting as if we don't have a problem. Well, no, it's the opposite. I know we have a problem. The thing is, I also know that worrying about a problem won't correct the problem. So as I'm driving yesterday, I'm literally thinking to myself, had I worried about any problem that ever came my way or that's coming my way now, I don't think I would have had the energy to really produce at a high level. Worry is a heavy burden. I mean, even if you wanted to and you had all the best intentions in the world of overcoming whatever it is that is coming at you, worry is so heavy that it's virtually impossible to be at your best with worry on the same side. It's almost like being hot and cold at the same time. It's just not possible. Well, unless you have menopause, then maybe that is. But those are just flashes. They're not something that you can keep going on for any continued amount of period, because ultimately one will win out. And if you allow it, it'll be worry. Worry will win out, not victory. So as I'm driving, I'm thinking, wow, I said, when I started shutting out and not necessarily ignoring the problems, but just saying, hey, there's a problem, recognizing it head on, acknowledging it, and then being strong enough to say, I see the problem, but just seeing it and worrying about it isn't going to correct it. So now I must take action. And what I've noticed is that when I decide to take action and say that the action I take will take care of the worry, I've been able to move at a more effective, more efficient, more just better. So I'm thinking, well, I guess that's the key to life, or that's the key to a problem, is that acknowledge the problem, recognize the problem, and then tell yourself worrying about the problem isn't going to correct it. Take massive action against the problem, and then it will correct itself, because inside of the action, it will automatically bring about a resolution, a resolve to whatever it is that's going on. Worry is too heavy. It's too heavy. You can't work out at the gym worrying about what's going on at home. You just have to put your best foot forward. And if the gym becomes a necessary tool to help you be a better person, that helps you put that in place, you got to start looking at the domino effect. I read a book somewhere, and I love that, what they said. Every action starts with one movement. If you look at 10 million dominoes set up strategically in a pattern, you can start an effect with the push of one domino down, and you can ultimately make everything else go into go right behind it. So keep that in mind when there's a problem. One is the problem's there. Okay, good. Hey, hello, problem. Two is, listen, worrying about the problem isn't going to correct it. If anything, it's going to make you get more of it, because you can't move. Worry is paralyzing. Worry is heavy. It's fucking, it's horrible. But just think about it. If I take massive action, I don't have enough money, we'll work harder. You'll get more money. Or pay attention to your finances. I truly believe that there's an answer for everything. I have convinced myself that for every one problem, there's 10 answers. Listen, those are better odds than Las Vegas. The New England Patriots playing against, I'm not going to say anybody else's team, but whatever. It's better odds than that. Because it's true. I've tested it. Even in times when I've seen problems and I was like, this might be the one where there isn't an answer. No sooner than I say that, I say, bullshit, there's an answer. These are some of the things that I'm just driving around thinking all day long. And that thought resonated with me even more given the fact of the place that I drive by every morning. Every morning I drive by 2 places. Every morning. Where I stop to get gas at, and then where I have to go to get on the freeway. One is right across the street from the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, the jail. There was a bunch of dudes and ladies standing out there who just got released. And I hear how they're talking, I see what they're saying, and I recognize where they're coming from because I done been in a position where you coming out of a bad situation. I got that. I see you. Now the question is, are you going to be able to withstand the barrage of things that's going to come at you now that you're here? Second place I drive by is the Phoenix Homeless Shelter, the Phoenix Rescue Shelter. And now the weather's starting to cool down. They start pushing these people out. So you're going to see more of them on the street. I drive by this every morning. God has put me in a position in one of the most beautiful houses I've ever lived in. I love my house. I love my house. I knew the moment I seen my house that it was the house for me. I knew it so much that I cut my trip short where I was at. I was looking at properties in another state. Cut my trip short, came back, put an offer in, and moved in about a week later. Literally, that fast. God has put me in one of the most beautiful houses in an area where people getting robbed and mugged literally outside my damn door. There's police flying around. He put a gate around my community, put me right in the middle of one of the roughest areas, and allows me to take a venture or a journey every single morning down a road that shows me destitute and despair every morning. And you wonder why these things go through my mind when I say that worrying is too heavy. Everybody's got problems. It's how we deal with them. Have a great Friday. Peace out.